Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, I just came back from a very fun and exciting weekend. I attended the Phelps County and Mid-Missouri Rabbit Club show held up in Sedalia, Missouri. I only took 5 rabbits. Unfortunately, I didn't take any reds or broken reds. Just everybody was too young or out of coat, or weights weren't where I wanted. So I took what I had. Here's our girl, Biggers, and she is out of Bloomer and Ink. She's out of my first litter, and she's the first broken black doe that I put on the table. And I'm very proud with how she did. Out of a class of 12, she took first place, which earned her a leg. And then another show she took second place, another show she took third place, and another show she took fourth. So she was in the top 4 of all 4 shows out of a class of 11 and 12. On Saturday, or on Sunday, there was one doe that was scratched, and so she didn't show and that dropped the class. But still, out of a class of 11 and 12, she took first, second, third, and fourth place. So very proud of that girl. She's just a junior, a young junior at that. So I'm really looking forward to watching this girl mature and see where she goes. Really happy with that girl. I also took Paragold. Now you have to understand that Blue New Zealands are not a recognized variety yet. There is a COD on them, which means they can be developed. I can show her, but there are no points or awards given. So basically I just put her in and get an opinion. And 3 of the 4 judges that looked her over, excuse me, spending the entire weekend and a bunch of rabbits. My allergies are acting up. Anyway, 3 of the 4 judges told me what I wanted to hear. She's got a good body, a good type to start with. The 4th judge said not to use her or start with her because she has 2 white toenails. I am aware that she has 2 white toenails. It's going to be a minimum of 3 years before these guys are accepted into ARBA. She's got the body that I was looking for. I'd like to put a little more width on her, but otherwise I'm really pleased with this doe so far. Now she's also a mid-junior, so it's going to be a little bit longer before she matures completely. But so far I'm really pleased with the body type that she's possessing. So I'm going to work with this girl, and here in a few days I have another blue doe coming in. So we'll see how she turns out as well. Let's keep moving on. I also took Mustang Sally. Mustang Sally has already earned 1 leg when she was a junior, and she took second place in 2 of the shows. Got some very promising and positive comments on her. It was a small class. There was only 5 in her class, and she took second place in 2 of those shows. And then we have Wild Thing, and Wild Thing is her sister, of course, and she's had a lot of good comments, and she took second place in the other 2 shows. The white intermediate doe that won all 4 shows was a beautiful doe and tough competition, and just a little bit older than these 2 girls. Now these 2 girls have already met weight, and they're doing beautiful, but they are on the young end of the intermediate. So maybe by the time they get just a couple more weeks older, maybe they'll do better. But second place I was pleased with those results, and I was very encouraged with the comments. And the only buck that I took is this guy, Bigelow. He's a junior buck. He is the full brother and litter mate to Biggers over there. He didn't get any big wins, but he placed very well in his class. His class had 10 and 11, and he took, in 3 shows he placed really well. He took 2nd place, he took 3rd place, and he took 5th place out of 10 and 11. One show he did not place well. He placed 9 out of 11. So either way, I had a lot of good comments on him, and this guy's going to stick around. I'd like to see how he develops. I think he's doing very well so far. Again, you know, this is my first broken litter and the first broken black litters that I've put on the table. So I'm very pleased with how these 2 rabbits are doing so far. We'll watch them grow up and see how they finish out as seniors next year. Let's go take a look at the babies. Right, here we are with, these guys are 10 weeks old. We have 3 broken does, 1 broken buck, and then we have that 1 red buck back there. These guys are out of Bazooka Joe and Paprika. I haven't looked these guys over yet. They're only 10 weeks old. So I'll look at them in 2 to 4 weeks when I start tattooing and making the initial cuts. Next to those guys, we have another litter, 2 bucks and 3 does. These are all reds. These guys are also 10 weeks old, and they are out of Saugai and Mountaintop. Still real young to make any kind of determination, but so far these guys are looking pretty nice. I hope I get some keepers out of these guys. Again, I won't really look them over until another 2 to 4 weeks. And then in this pen, we have this. Oh, let me open the door, little guy. Alright, in this pen, we have 3 black does, 2 black bucks, and those guys are out of Bloomer. Yes, Bloomer and St. Charles. And then we have this 1 broken black doe who is out of Hallie and St. Charles. She was the only surviving kit, and I was very pleased that she was a doe. Once again, they're only 10 weeks old. I haven't really looked them over, but so far I like what I see. And all of these guys will be carriers of the blue gene, so they will be used in my blue project. Here we have just a young doe, and in my previous video, and even still, she's got a severe case of summer ears. They are starting to stand up a little bit, and every once in a while she'll hold 1 ear up. I haven't given this girl a name yet. She is, somewhere around 12 to 14 weeks old, I think. She's out of Bazooka Joe, and a buddy of mine, doe. I was able to get my pick of the litter, and this is the girl that I chose. Really, she was my only choice. He only had 1 broken doe, so she's the one I got. We're letting her grow up and mature, and we'll see what we get. We're going to cross our fingers that she grows into those ears. See, there she is. She's holding 1 ear up. Hopefully, over time, she'll hold that 2nd ear up too. In this pen, we have another young doe. She's out of Bazooka Joe and number 9. She had also had a severe case of summer ears, although her ears are doing much, much better now. I still haven't really looked her over. She is, I believe she's about 2 weeks older than the other doe. So she's somewhere around 14, 16 weeks. She's looking a little narrow in the hips to me at this point, but we're going to give her a little time to fill in more and take a good look at her in another month or so and see whether she's a keeper or not. Okay, and here we have a broken red buck. He is the brother to the last doe I showed you. He's out Bazooka Joe and number 9. Still kind of young, 14 to 16 weeks old. At first I wasn't real sure about him, but he's starting to develop and looking a little more promising these days. So we'll give him another month or two and take another look at him and just see how he's filling in. And I believe that's the last of my babies. Yes, I have shown you everyone. So on that note, thanks for watching, and we won't be showing again for, let's see, 2 weeks. We'll be going to the Tulsa State Fair. I didn't enter these guys in because of the hot ears. I'd like to see how they develop. I'll be taking the same 4 rabbits that I took to Missouri. And I won't be taking the blue doe. It'll just be the 2 white does and the broken black doe and the broken black buck. So we'll see how they do in 2 weeks. Thanks for watching, and until we speak again, God bless.